Hey guys, my name is Brittany. My friend Jenna has been suggesting for a while that I do an RV video. I've never wanted to do it because I had this long list of things that I had to get done before I let anyone see it. So my husband and I have been living in here for 3 years with our 2 dogs and our 3 cats, which I'm sure will be making an appearance because they have to be involved in everything. We bought this RV a few years ago. It was a friend of a friend and it was a great deal. And we thought we could do some traveling with it just for vacation or fun. So it has no slide outs. It's a 30-foot motorhome. The first time we took it on vacation was to Arizona. We went to Flagstaff and the heater went out, completely broke. We ended up getting that fixed like a year later, and then we moved to Las Vegas, and the first week our air conditioner broke. We have awesome luck, you guys. So instead of fixing the air conditioner, because it's older and I really didn't want to put too much money into it, we ended up just putting 2 window units in, one in the front and one in the back, and it's worked really great. It looks super gross, but honestly I'd rather do that than fix the whole thing and have something else break. The idea was never to live in it, but once our lease was up and we didn't really know what we wanted to do next, I was like, well, let's just stay in it for a few weeks. That was 3 years ago. So it's definitely a lifestyle that you have to get used to, but I love it. It has made me such a minimalist. You know, when you go to the store and it's like, especially Target, like, oh, I need this. No, it doesn't have, I don't have a space for it, so I don't need it. I'll just take you basically through this and through a little bit of what it's like to do everyday living kind of things in here. Yeah, okay. So this is the cats area. I have these 2 beds, 3 beds, to try to keep them off of our sitting spaces. It obviously doesn't work. I had to put their cat box up here because the dogs would not stop eating their poop when I had it on the floor, which is super gross. Back here is a record player that my husband got me. So this is kind of just a storage place. It used to be a TV back there, but we took it out. It was like a big box TV. I don't even know if it worked. And we don't really watch TV. Up here, I don't know if you can see, but this is like all of my appliances. I have a blender, a crock pot, a juicer, and a George Foreman grill. But then this big ugly thing, it's a big white sheet. Honestly, if you put your hand up here, like right now, it's probably 15 degrees hotter up here. So this is just to keep the heat up front. And then in the winter, it gets super cold, so this keeps the heat locked in here. So up here is the cabin. It's where some of the animals usually sleep. I don't know. They like it up there. They like the heat or something. Oh, Hemi's destroyed her bed. Lola's bed is up there because she refuses to sleep on it. She wants to sleep on the hardwood. Actually, this isn't wood. I think it's linoleum. So we took out the carpet in here because the animals were just trashing it. And we put this in, and it was literally the greatest thing we could have done. I noticed that all of the cupboards are open. It gets so hot here in Vegas. Like, it's probably 105 out right now, and it's only 11:30 in the morning. If we don't leave these open, all of our food will be completely spoiled. Actually, I had pure maple syrup up there, and I had the cupboards closed, and I went to make pancakes one morning, and a chunk of green fuzz came out. So now we leave the cupboards open. As ugly as it is, this is our window, and all of this helps reflect the heat. But this is the air conditioner that we put in, and yeah, he did an awesome job. Doesn't look good, but whatever. Not everything in RV life is about looking good. It's about being realistic. Speaking of all the things that, my list that I didn't feel like fixing, this keeps falling. It's done it like 3 times. We tried putting an anchor in there, but obviously, like, this is just cheap. I don't even know what kind of material, so it's just too heavy. It keeps falling. The week that we were getting married and living in this, I decided that it would be a great idea to also renovate it. Yeah, I'm super smart. I went through and I replaced all of these. I put all this nice faux leather stuff on, and within a week my one cat completely trashed it and clawed it all up. So I put tape on it to try to prevent her from doing that to the other ones, and it didn't help. So I recently started taking the tape off, and now it's just super sticky and gross. So we took out the dining set that was here, the 2 benches and the table. And put in this computer desk because my husband does photography, so it's just more realistic. And it opened up, oh my gosh, stepping on a dog. And it opened up the floor so much for the animals to be able to lay. This is his computer area. We have a filing cabinet for like medicine and just random stuff that we don't know what to do with, like a junk drawer. This is my skeleton yoga guy. I hate this TV. I didn't want a TV in here. We watch Netflix and that's it. We haven't watched TV in years. But you have to pick your battles. My husband wanted a TV so that he could work on the computer on photos and not have me trying to watch Netflix on it. So of course he bought this massive TV, not a normal size one. This is where we keep the dog food and the cat food, their toys, and then the world's smallest trash can. That's our trash can. We have to take it out like 5 times a day. One of the most important things about living in an RV is finding space for everything. Like, you want everything up. You don't want to be tripping over stuff. Everything gets in the way. Well, I've done a couple things. These little hooks have been a lifesaver. I honestly don't know what we would do without them. There used to be 2 over here. So for shoes, it's a great idea to, again, get them up, but this is a losing battle because the dogs rip these things off when they go outside. So I give up on that one. As you can see, we have a little brush, the dog leashes. This is where we have all of our keys. And this, you should probably buy stock in these because we keep them in business. So that's our living room. None of the animals are impressed or care to say hello. So this is the kitchen, a very far walk, sorry. This ugly thing is actually very helpful. It turns it into more counter space, but then if I need to use the oven, I just take this off. Let's see, we have 3 burners, pretty small oven. Ooh, that's super dirty, haha. Oh well, whatever. We can't make a Thanksgiving dinner in there, but I've made little turkeys in there, and it works great. What sucks about living in the RV, especially in Vegas, is basically between the hours of 3 o'clock and probably 7 o'clock, we can't really use the oven or the stove, or you can just watch the heat go up on the air conditioner. Like, the air conditioner can't keep up. I use the crock pot a lot, I use the George Foreman a lot, anything to just not use the stove or the oven. More of these things, these little hooks to get stuff up, cleaning supplies, our pots and pans are stacked. You know, I used to have so many pots and pans when we lived in a house, and honestly, I only use 4 of those, like, full time. So you don't need as many as you think you do. This is the sink area, obviously. You can literally have a bowl of cereal and the sink is basically full. It's super tiny, and I hate it because I want to get a faucet that's taller, because right now it's just difficult to wash dishes in there. This is my cooking space. Yeah, so if you live in a house and you're complaining about your counter space, stop it. Yeah, that's where I cook dinner. I'll try all your knives out of your way. You can't really have a knife set sitting out, and I don't want knives in the drawer. Bags, as much as I hate using plastic bags, like the ones from the grocery store, that's what our garbage bags are. When we renovated this place, I thought it was a brilliant idea to put down this faux leather on the couch, which took us forever, and I thought it would be easier in case one of the cats had a hairball on it or something to clean up. But as you can see, I have a towel down because they have so much fur that goes everywhere. Whenever I want to sit down, I lift the towel up and that's what I sit on. You'll also notice this blanket and this plastic cover is to keep my couch safe. So not one time have I ever even been able to sit on this without this blanket. So glad I put it on there. This is a cat toy. I obviously bought the wrong one. Again, using all the space you can. This is where I keep the potatoes. We have a visitor. This is our fridge and our freezer. It's actually not that small, I don't mind it. It's not very big, but it does help us to not waste as much food. Whenever we had a bigger refrigerator in our house, I would completely forget about all this produce that I had in the bottom of the fridge. There's only one drawer in here, so you can't really forget about anything. This is the freezer. We can't fit much in there. These are my popsicles in a bag because one day, so this is how you control it. Apparently one day when I was walking by, I accidentally clicked off. Yeah. So we noticed that something was running down the front of the fridge, and apparently I turned the freezer off and my popsicles melted all the way down the front. Here's our cabinet. Very exciting, very small. Here's our microwave. I think it's a normal microwave, but if I ever, honestly, I've only used this a few times. I just keep it for like soups and stuff. Mixing bowls, dirty microwave. I don't really use the microwave that much, just because it kind of, I don't know, it grosses me out. Whenever we use our microwave, or if we plug anything in, I think it's in the bathroom, we have to turn off the back air conditioner so that we don't pop the breaker. So it took a few times having to remember that when you use the microwave, if you don't want to have to restart everything, you'll remember to turn off the air conditioner. The door is really cool, actually. It may just look like a door to you, but so this slides, and then you open here. But it's nice because whenever like in the winter, whenever it doesn't feel like death outside, the animals can hang out and see what's going on. The cat usually opens this and hangs out. This is where the poop happens. This is our underwear and socks. This used to be just one long rod in here where you could hang everything, but our friend who's a carpenter put these shelves in for us, and then one right here. So now we can have, this is like dresses and jackets and stuff. If you don't know, I'm a circus performer, so I have a lot of leggings. That's what I train in. And then Ross gets this little thing and this little thing. Towels, jammies. This is like my bras, and then some performing stuff. This is our Tupperware. These are my handstand blocks. This is messier than I would like for it to be, but whatever, it could be worse. These have been a huge help just to get stuff off of the counter. Ross bought a gargantuan toilet paper, so it can't fit. Toilet. You pull this one to fill it up, and then you pull both. Poopery. Because you live in a small space and you don't want to smell other people's leftovers. This is our massive shower. I think you know what to do in there. So we have this blue blanket on here because it's a heated blanket. In the winter time, you don't want to use the gas a lot because we probably use it in like 3 days whenever we turn the heater on.
Yeah.
So we have a little space heater that we use, and then also the heated blanket. It's laundry stuff and beer. And then if you lift this all the way up, this is where we keep a lot of our hiking stuff or hiking stuff.
Yeah, hiking stuff.
This is our laundry bag. It has to be a bag, not a basket, because it takes up less room. We had to keep this vacuum because for some reason we decided to keep carpet in here. So one of the things I hate most about RV living is that you can't walk around the edges of the bed. It drives me crazy. So anytime we go visit someone, that's like my favorite part, is either the bathtub or being able to walk on the side of the bed. Again with the hooks, purse, jackets, extra hangers, books that I'll never read.
In place of the old 10-inch TV that used to be in there.
Oh yeah, there used to be
the world's smallest TV.
Yeah, a little TV in there. This is all my circus stuff. You can see my lira, it's a big steel hoop. All my batons, my yoga mat, my handstand, or my canes, roller, and then Ross's stuff. This is the heater that we don't use. All of his hats. Same thing as up front. This reflects the heat, and then air conditioner. Up here is just extra blankets and some more books. I'm not going to show you this side because it's our shoes and it's atrocious looking. And this is my closet. I went through my clothes probably 4 times to get rid of stuff. But we do have a storage unit because I'm a performer. A lot of my costumes are in there. I have a pole in there. Ross being a photographer, he has a ton of his equipment in there, so it's honestly not realistic for us to have everything in the RV, being that it's 200 square feet. One of my least favorite parts of living in the RV is that 9 out of 10 times you know it's time to dump the toilet when you smell it. So we come up here, you'll see that this is red, that means it's full, so now we need to dump it. So you push the gray one in because you don't want what's about to come out to come back up your shower, comes in the shower. And then you pull this guy, and that's everything I've made this week. Alright, so obviously we do not have a Keurig or any kind of coffee maker because there's no room. So I will show you how, if we want coffee, we have to make it. Fill up a pot. So anytime you want to use the stove or the oven, you have to light it. "10 minutes to boil the water, 10 minutes for the coffee to sit, and then eventually you have coffee, like 5 hours later." I haven't done one of these videos before, so hopefully I wasn't too awkward, but this was a super quick run through. I didn't plan any of it, so if I forgot anything or if you have any questions, just put a comment below and I'll get back to you.